suite?
I can see you. Can you see me?
Yes. How are you?
I'm waving at you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm well. How are you? How's your Saturday going?
My Saturday is going fine, thanks.
You look beautiful.
Oh my God. I feel like a hot mess. Thank you.
I'm also very fascinated by the thing that's hanging on your wall there.
Oh, I made it.
Oh, you did?
It's yes. It was an antique kind of deer horns, an
Yeah.
and I like spray paint, so I spray painted it black, and I hung it on my wall above my television.
Ah, very interesting. Very interesting.
Also, I'm wearing this hat. I don't know if you can see. Let me see.
It says society. Oh, now it's.
Zombie Research Society. It's a zombie hat. There is actually a zombie research society.
Is there?
Yes, there is. Where basically people who really believe that zombies are real, they have like a club that you can join and find out about it. I mean, I didn't join.
That's very interesting too. I had no idea that it existed. So let's start. I'd love to just give people an introduction to who you are before we really get more into the music and the videos and the film. So you started out as a singer and an actress, actually, over in the UK, right?
Right.
And so, how did you get to the US, and when did that happen?
I'd been making some music in the UK, and I had made a demo and put it on MySpace, which at the time was, it was the place to be. I don't know where's the place to be now, but it was MySpace back then. And I actually, a famous blogger blogged about me, and I got like 2 million plays in just a couple of months. So I thought, well, why don't I go to America and see what I can make of this. So I ended up going to LA, and I met a lot of people. Hang on, my dog Dracula is playing with a sock that she must have found.
Oh yeah, take care of that. Sure.
Okay, one sec.
Take your time.
Dracula! Have you met Dracula?
No, I'd love. Oh, what a cutie!
Okay, you just sit here. So yeah, basically, I came to LA and I met a lot of different record labels and a lot of producers, and I actually met will.i.am, and that's who I signed with.
Did you just meet him? Or was there an introduction, or how did that happen?
I was shopping, and a man ran into the shop, and he said, "Hey, you look interesting." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "Are you a singer?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay, cool. Well, what's your MySpace?" And I was like, "Yes," because I had a cool MySpace back then. And then he emailed me after he checked it out, and he introduced me to a DJ. And literally in the same evening, the DJ was like, "Cool, I want you to meet my friend." And we drive to this house, and it's will.i.am. And I'm like, "Okay." When I met him, he was just getting into house and electro. And, he was working on the new Black Eyed Peas record. And I think he was just really looking for what was going to be new and interesting. And like I said, I already came with my own ideas and stuff. So I think that's what the main attraction was for us to get together. That, I had my ideas, and he was an idea man too, so he could recognize that immediately, and he had the tools to help me get to where I am. Two of the coolest parts of Interscope, Cherry Tree and obviously will.i.am's division, kind of shared the responsibility on getting my album where it needs to be.
So what is it that you want to do?
I mean, I've actually done more than I thought I would already. I had the idea for the album before I even made any songs, and I decided I wanted to make a film for the album so it would go in tandem with the music. So, I have 11 songs on my album, and then they'll be the soundtrack for this movie, which is the theme of the record. So actually, I just got to do all of that. And then I wanted another way for my fans to kind of get to know me and my early audience to kind of have a very clear vision of who I am. And I made the show Love Kills. And Cherry Tree really just supported me, whatever I needed, equipment, for example, and, that kind of thing. So I could do that and make it, not look like it was done badly. So the album is actually a soundtrack to my life. It's kind of a soundtrack for anyone who is in a similar mind frame to me, and I believe that it's kind of what exists in all of us. My album's called Perfectionist, and I really believe that we're all perfectionists. Just from everything. When you grow up, when you're a child, you decide what you want to be when you grow up, and you want to be an astronaut or an actress or a doctor or whatever. And you every time you go on a date or you're shopping or anything you do, we're all looking for the ideal. We're all following and chasing our ideologies. And that's basically what being a perfectionist is about, is kind of just chasing your ideologies and the disappointments and the triumphs that come with it, and a lot of the struggle and frustrations that we all suffer while we're trying to just have the best and do the best we can.
Can you point to some songs on the record that really sort of demonstrate that theme? Because we've heard a few, but are there maybe some other ones that you'd like to point out that really sort of bring that theme to life?
Most of my album is like that. The album starts off with the first song, which is called Wonderland. And it's basically saying, I don't believe in fairy tales and all of the things that we're led to believe that are perfect, but I really believe there must be some kind of true love or some kind of ideology. In the most dark and twisted way that it might exist, it must still exist. And that's the album, just starts off with that straight away. And some of the songs on my album, like Mirrors, a lot of to do with being a perfectionist is control and the enjoyment, the pleasure of control, and the vanity of, of gratification. And that's what my first single, Mirrors, is really about. And other themes of being a perfectionist on my album, I have a song called If I Was God. And of course, it's about, if you were God and if you were fully in control, what would you make perfect? What would you change? And then I have some other songs. I have a song called Heaven, which is very personal to me. All my songs are personal to me. I'm writing all the lyrics and stuff, so. But, Heaven is very personal. It's about finding the perfect way to miss someone that you lost, that died. So, it's basically all the elements of that. A lot of the songs are about, desire, disappointment, struggle, joy, just everything you go through while you're looking for the ideal.
It sounds like very extreme emotions.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
But also you all of those are very extreme. Disappointment, happiness. They're very on sort of the opposite side of the spectrum.
Well, that's the thing. It's funny. I think everyone is extreme. I think we all live from extreme to extreme. The only difference is most of us are suppressing it, or we're afraid to admit it because we'll be considered neurotic or temperamental or depressed. But we're not. If you're an emotional person, you're a real person, and you should be allowed to be that. Mm-hmm. And, not everyone has to make an album about it, but, I definitely think that we shouldn't be ashamed of being wildly emotional because, people aren't making songs like that anymore, but they used to. We've just recently become ashamed of it. Like Kate Bush, mm-hmm. She used to make songs that the lyrics were just wild, the music was wild, If I could make a deal with God, mm-hmm. I'd get him to swap our places, and songs about, the hounds of love, and And also other songs like a song that really inspires me is actually a Queen song called Love Kills. The lyrics are incredible. Love kills, drills you through your heart, scars you from the start. It's like, yeah, love really does. Like, love isn't all like, let's take some shots and hook up after we go to the club and maybe we'll fall in love and have a relationship or we weren't too drunk to remember each other's names. Love isn't just that that people are singing about. Oh, sorry. I think love is more than that, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I think there's nothing wrong with putting that in music.
So I'm really mesmerized by this idea of perfection that you're talking about. So do you think perfection is attainable, or is it something that you just always keep striving to? In other words, you will never get there. So it's always more about the journey than about actually achieving perfection.
I believe that perfection is a state of mind. I think that if you can find some kind of perfection through your imperfect medium, if you can find hope through heartbreak, that's perfection. If you can find love through destruction, that's perfection. If you can find enjoyment through like financial hardship, that's perfection. Perfection is finding it when everything's going wrong. It's nothing to do with having everything in order and having everything go swimmingly. It's the opposite.
So Mirrors, the single is out now, right?
Yeah, it's on iTunes in the US, and it'll be on all the other iTunes, I guess, hopefully soon.
Fantastic. Well, it was great talking with you. So nice to meet you this way, all the way out in LA where you are. So
yeah, it's great to speak with you too.
And I wish you so much luck with the project and
Thank you.
lots of fun. And it's going to be a wild ride, for sure. The anticipation is enormous. So good luck with everything and enjoy every minute of it.
Thanks. I want to say bye, and Dracula wants to say bye. Bye.
Bye, Dracula. Bye, Natalia.
Bye.
On s'écrit la suite.